Hey everyone, how is it going? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I'm Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So, a couple years ago, when I first got into the twin flame journey, I was doing a lot of my readings off freestyle. I was doing a lot of my readings off intuitive nudges and not really using cards or other areas or other ways. Um, I was literally going off how I felt and what was coming in intuitively. So, kind of want to get back into that. And I'm kind of channeled for this video to kind of just go off with what I'm feeling and what I'm hearing. As to what kind of message comes through for you guys about the Divine Masculine, that'll be totally if it resonates with you. But if I get really good energy off this, I might keep it freestyle because I know back in the day when I used to do these freestyle readings for my voicemails, my letters, and my messages, it was right on point. So I'm thinking about getting back into that and going back in that route, but kind of what I was hearing. So please like the video, guys, subscribe. If it resonates for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, then this message is not for you. Kind of the major message that I was hearing when I was laying here. Yes, I am doing this from my bed. I got a cold, so I've been very sick, but this is also why I want to tap into my energy a little bit more. One of the messages that I did hear is that time is only an illusion. All right. So even though most of you are not even though most of you are on a twin flame journey and you're either connecting with your twin telepathically, or there could be a little bit of communication going on, or there's no communication going on, you have to know, guys, that time is an illusion. Time is a circumstance, right? You're never really apart from your twin. If you think about it, you're so connected towards your twin, right? You're never really disconnected from them. You're just not connected physically with them. I feel like the main message that your Divine Masculine wants to share with you today is that even though you guys are not physically in contact, it's like emotionally you guys are in contact. Emotionally you guys are together. They want you to know that they've been with you this whole time. They have never left your side. Even if they're not talking to you, speaking to you, engaging with you, opening up to you, it's this feeling like, I'm with you. I am with you. So I was sitting here and I was, trying to touch in with some keywords that I was hearing from the Divine Masculine of, what he would like me to share. And one of the things is forgiveness. Your twin wants forgiveness. Your twin knows that whether you're on the Divine Masculine side or the Divine Feminine side, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that forgiveness is key in any connection, in any relationship. And you have to be able to say, my twin is going through the same mirroring process that I am. And it hurts for both of you. You may think that your twin doesn't care about you. You may think that your twin doesn't want to engage with you. But it's not that at all. We're all here to learn a lesson. We're all here to go through things and grow through things. Okay, so when I'm going in and I'm diving into the Divine Masculine and I'm tapping into the Divine Masculine's energy, there's a lot of pain right now. There's a lot of hurt right now. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of, I don't know why I do what I do. There's indecisiveness. I feel like the twin is the main message from whoever's twin this is that he's in his feelings about how he feels about you. It's like his heart tells him to come towards you. His mind tells him to come towards you. His body craves for you. But then he comes back into this fear-based mode where he gets scared. He gets in his head. He doesn't know how to think straight. He's never felt this type of connection before. He's never felt this type of emotion before. For some of you, this twin literally loves you. There's so much love. There's so much emotion. There's so much Like, I never knew I needed someone the way that I needed her. There's so much, like, emotion with this twin where I feel like when I'm using my cards versus when I'm going off frequency and when I'm going off of, emotion like this, the cards can only set me a foundation of what to speak to you guys about. But when I'm doing freestyle like this, it's like I'm sitting right beside Masculine and he's literally telling me in my ear what I need to tell you guys. And I can feel that sense of frustration. I can feel that sense of sadness. I can feel that sense of him wanting to speak his truth to you, him really wanting to open up to you, him really wanting to let you in. This could be a vulnerability issue for most of you where your person is so afraid to be vulnerable. They're so afraid to let you in. Maybe they've never had a power connection like this where they felt like they were free enough to open up. Most of our twins, they go through relationships and connections before us. And you have to realize that sometimes the fear of being open with someone, the fear of being close with someone, that'll outride everything else. And I think as divine feminines, we come off from emotion. We come off from, being in our feelings. We're divine masculines. They're very logical people, right? So we have to understand the role of a divine masculine and the role of a divine feminine, right? But as I'm sitting here and getting into the purpose of this whole video for you guys and like what you need to hear from your divine masculine is that, you may think that he's forgotten about you because he's married, or he's forgotten about you because he's with someone else, or because he's entertaining someone else. But that's all circumstantial, right? That's all an illusion. That's all, the devil coming in and trying to play games or doing what the devil does well. And I feel like if you focus on that, if you, focus on the circumstantial stuff surrounding that connection, no wonder you all are feeling defeated, feeling hurt, feeling sad. This divine masculine, if this message is already resonating with you and you're getting a sense of like, this is from my divine masculine, then I'm speaking to you guys. If it's not resonating with you, that's fine. But you need to know that this divine masculine is definitely in his head. He's definitely in his feelings. He wants this connection with you bad. He wants this relationship. Like I said, I can feel how frustrated I am. I can feel this feeling of, I love my divine feminine. I've loved my divine feminine since the moment I laid my eyes on her. There's been never a moment that hasn't gone by that I haven't thought about her. I miss being close to her. I miss touching her. I miss being, sexual with her. I miss kissing her. I miss loving on her. I miss that intimacy. Like, I can feel that closeness. But I can also feel the pain. I can also feel the sadness. I can also feel like, being afraid. Some of you, your divine masculine's so afraid to come back around because he doesn't know if you're going to reject him. He doesn't know if you're going to come from a place of being, anxiety ridden or worry ridden, or coming from a place of fear. Because I get it, divine feminines, you feel rejected, you feel alone, you feel unloved, you feel like, what's the matter with me that this divine masculine doesn't want anything to do with me? So you also have your own fears that you're bouncing off towards divine masculine, and that's keeping him from coming back around. Because like we say, twins mirror each other. So he's mirroring you, you're mirroring him. You guys are in this place of being in a cycle, but it's like, if only you saw what you needed to see, if only you could feel what I'm feeling today in this video, right? Is like this pain, this emotion, this, I want my divine feminine. I just don't know how to come back around. I don't know how to make this right. I don't know how to admit that I was wrong. I don't know how to admit that I'm sorry. And then that's a big step too in itself, if you think about it, guys. Coming from a place of being able to admit that, like being able to say, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong for what I said. I was wrong for what I did. I was wrong for what I didn't do. That takes a big step. That takes a big person to come back around, So when we're sitting here thinking about the twin flame journey, and when we're sitting here thinking about, what is it that we came into this connection for, everyone thinks it's all glorified in lovable, and it's not. You know, you are in connection with your twin for a lesson, for something that you need to learn. And it's not always the easiest thing. Some people have been on their, twin flame journeys for 10 years. Some have been on for 5. Some have been on for months, weeks. It's not easy to know within your heart that something is right for you, but not the right timing. And there's a lot of things, that people can say about the twin flame journey, but from what I know and what I feel and what I've heard and what I've encountered the last couple of years since I've been doing it is, it's one of the hardest lessons you can be on. But your masculine, your divine masculine, is literally suffering in silence. Men were never brought up to be emotional. And I know women expect man to be emotional, but, it's harder for them than it is females to open up. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm hearing for this message is that, it's hard for this masculine to like be vulnerable, to open up, to feel for the first time that he can, open himself. Sorry, guys. It's hard for him to open up. One sec, guys. Sorry, I don't want a coughing fit there. It's hard for him to open up. It's hard for him to come back and say, I know I was wrong. So it's in that place, divine feminine. The best thing sort of for you to do for yourself is to work on you, to work on your healing, to work on getting you back to the place that you need to be. Because you're not perfect for anyone until you're perfect for yourself. And no one's perfect, right? But it's this place of not thinking so negative. If you're thinking negative about your twin flame journey and you're in your emotion about why your twin flame is away from you or what he's doing or what he's engaging, how can he love me if he's being with someone else? Well, have you ever stopped to think that he's with someone else because he still has a lesson he needs to learn elsewhere? Sometimes we don't see the bigger picture in a situation. And I feel like sometimes we need to take that step back. We need to see what it is we need to see. But it's like some of you, your divine masculine feels like he's drowning. For some of you, your divine masculine feels like he can't speak his truth. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. So I don't know. I felt like I needed to kind of chit chat for a little bit here just to let you guys know what was coming through. But I would say if this is resonating with you and this message makes sense to you, just know that your divine masculine does love you. Even if he hasn't really said those words or really, connected with you like that, it is a sense of him loving you. It is a sense of him wanting to be with you. It is the sense of, him realizing where he needs to be, and that's with you. All right, so I don't know if this helped you guys any. It was kind of more of a chit chat video than anything, but I definitely knew divine masculine wanted to come through. So love and light, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.